After about 40 rounds of madness between Fnatic and Liquid, we're heading over to what, well, some may say is a quicker game, and I think judging from the scoreline of the previous match that was on the mainstream, maybe so. FaZe just beat Astralis 16-4, Harry, and now they're going up against Luminosity, the bottom seed for this event. Thoughts, quickly?
You know, I think Luminosity played well yesterday. And as you said, Cello was playing out of his mind. He had the highest rating for any of the players that played. So I'm excited to see how they fare going versus FaZe. So I think probably one of the two toughest opposition they could possibly face at this whole event.
For sure. Well, no expectations, but high aspirations. We're going to be seeing how Luminosity perform coming into this map. We'll be jumping right into it. Up against FaZe, of course. FaZe are a team that, well, they've had their struggles, but they definitely have that skill ceiling to be the best in the world. And this is where they can prove it as well. Group stages shouldn't be an issue for them. Luminosity shouldn't be an issue for them, but there's a lot of shoulds. And Luminosity are good on train. They've proven that versus Astralis. But this is a whole new beast to contend with as FaZe. They set up outside of the B-bomb site. Good amount of utility as well for the post-plant if needed. And also to get themselves in. But Luminosity with heavy pop dog control. They're going to have a quick rotation back into B.
Yeah, Showtime has to try and keep these guys away. Going to get tagged low. But now 3 players going on in from Pop. They bypass Carrigan. He stands tall. And he actually gets one. Guardian answers back. It's Neckers of PKL left. And Rain, well, he's gone ahead and gone aggressive up towards Connector. Oh. Nico. Gonna spot out Neckers. Takes his head clean off. FaZe able to win themselves out the pistol round.
Good start at the very least. Again, Luminosity with the team to take the pistol away versus Astralis. And that was one of the reasons they actually had such a good scoreline. But moving into this map, FaZe not even going to give them that opportunity. Now 2 rifles brought up. FaZe not playing as safe as maybe some teams would. But again, they are coming into this match as the expected victors. So they can afford to be a little sloppy on the buy. Nico certainly isn't sloppy with the aim. Drops Cello, the man we've been talking about. As FaZe have taken the man advantage, look to double down. Guardian and Olaf Meister tag though. PKL's doing damage to the scout, so that's something to watch out for. Both these players hit heavy, and Showtime's pushed up on B as well in the meantime to tag Carrigan. Right now, FaZe, they still remain strong, but they're losing players and they're losing health as well. That's Carrigan dropped outside of B. So Showtime doing damage, PKL follows up. This is why you sometimes want to get more rifles in play, because FaZe are losing serious numbers. 2 men back towards Ivy. Guardian going to go back into main, but back into the jaws of PKL with the scout. And what is going on here for FaZe?
Well, it's all on Rain and Olaf to try and keep them in this round. Not a phrase I thought we'd hear said anytime soon, but they've actually been able to do it. They pull this back. It's all on Showtime. And well, 1v2, UMP in hand. Turns his attention down towards Ivy. Olaf is pushing on up. Rain waits down Ivy, now starts to aggress up through the A-bomb site. Showtime hauled in the close angle. Olaf comes his way, into the crosshair he goes. Showtime finds that first. Now it's him versus Rain in a 1v1. Showtime does it. A 1v2 is necessary, but Showtime comes out on top. Luminosity, they take a round back from FaZe.
What a roller coaster of emotions as well. Luminosity stomping over FaZe for them to just mop up every player on the A-bomb site and then still lose a round. Good work from Showtime. Better work from PKL as well to pick up those first opening kills with the scout. But FaZe, of course, they're still forcing. 2 rifles up, 3 pistols in play. And Guardian, he's not got armor, at least for now. It's FaZe up towards Ivy early on. Bomb set up outside of the A-bomb site, and with a couple of smokes in play, not a lot, but enough to go for an execute. It's going to be Nico up towards Ivy. Deagle in hand. Sorry, AK in hand. It's actually the Deagle on Guardian. PKL, he's going to spot Olaf. Rushed all the way up with a TZ to his death. Same story for Nico. AK dropped. It's a good work from Luminosity. They're not going to have an issue with shutting down this buy from FaZe with not enough rifles, apparently, as Luminosity haven't lost a man yet. Oh, my God.
PKL doesn't even need vision to find frags. Carrigan goes down, and Luminosity, they're going to go ahead and take themselves a second round there. The force from FaZe doesn't pan out, and now they just have to grit their teeth in this round. And that'll be Luminosity, you imagine, to find a third. Unless something goes gravely wrong, they're only going to be up against Glocks. which should be no problem for them. This is a good early start for Luminosity. As you were saying, Train is a good map for them. It's also a good map for FaZe, though.
Yeah.
Showtime, chance for him to pad his stats here. There's a lot of players on screen. The transfer comes through, takes himself 3. Only Glock players lying around up here, so nothing to get too excited about. But that's an AK now for Nico, and you can't write this man out. They've given him a rifle, and that is a serious foot in the door here for FaZe. He doesn't have armor behind it. That's always a massive disadvantage, but if there was one man I wouldn't want to be given a rifle to, even if it is on a Nico round, it is Nico.
Look at this wrap from PKL. He's already found himself in the T-spawn. FaZe are enclosed in this B hallway. They either have to hit the B site or go through Pop Dog to A. Of course, they can expect PKL being down here, but there's so many angles they need to clear, and he's just holding one of them, so Nico has to be prepared, and his legs will show first when he comes down the stairwell. PKL's repositioned. He's moving closer to the angle. And in fact, this time he could get the better of him as he looks back towards main. Nico, he could easily shuffle his way out. PKL's now in the corner, holds a tighter angle, and he'll find it. Nico dead. So Carrigan comes back in to try and replace him, but as soon as he takes that gun, PKL knows he's there. And that's it. Luminosity find the round at the very least. But yeah, I mean, on the topic of map picks as well, the funny part is this is a good map for Luminosity, but they've still been allowed to play it in a best-of-1 versus both Astralis and FaZe, who have such deep map pools. FaZe play every map. Astralis play every map but Cobble. And yeah, well, we'll go with that. We'll say without Cobble, right? So the fact that FaZe and Astralis are still okay with facing Luminosity on one of their best maps is the confidence, right? You come into this game going, okay, we are the best team. We can face you on whatever map, and we are going to win.
That's also kind of classic Carrigan, right? It's just play their best map. Showtime, okay. Has support from Yell. Cut into my point a bit, yeah, but he's also cut down the forces of FaZe. He's going to be in with 3, and that was fantastic. Showtime, he's spicing things up with the aggression. You love to see it. He's 9-2 right now. He's not really the man that we saw go big the other day for Luminosity, but this time he looks to be it. That flash was perfect. They had no idea. He's made my voice crack so many times already, and it's still early days. 4-1 now for Luminosity, and there's a lot riding on this map, by the way, Hugo. This, of course, is the one that decides whether or not Luminosity are done. They're their shot at the playoffs. If they win this, they can still do it. If they lose, then that's it. It's physically impossible. Yeah,
because Liquid are out now. Liquid can't do it. They should have been able to take the win versus Fnatic, but the comeback was too much to handle. And the nade is too much to handle, although Olofmeister does respond through it. 35 HP, and he finds PKL. Still, though, Yell rotates in. He does not want that gun to be retrieved. Again, as you said, giving a gun away to a member of FaZe is always a dangerous task, so Onika couldn't get too much done this round. It could be Olof. Could be Rain. Focused towards Pop Dog. He's spotted. Wallbanged as well. Cello finds the kill. And Olof runs True Molly into his death, so nothing from him. Luminosity should be able to shut down this round in an instant. There it is. Spray down. Cello finds the last 2. Luminosity 5-1 up. And again, we're yet to really see FaZe stabilize their economy and have a proper buy. That's what I'm waiting for right now. I'm waiting to see FaZe on the AWP, on the 4 rifles, good utility, etc. Until that point, these rounds from Luminosity are good, but they're not versus full buys, so we've got to wait. I mean, one of them was, but that aside, there was a spray down in B.
Well, now the buy comes in for FaZe, and they want to try and get some rounds on the board, and that's a sentence I never thought I'd say in this matchup. But Luminosity doing fantastic thus far. Showtime's gone aggressive once again, and they just can't deal with him. Showtime, he's knocked down Nico. Easily, you can make the argument for him to be one of the best players in the world, and he's been cut down by Showtime time and time again inside of this B-bomb site. Now the flank comes around from Cello. It's the man advantage extended that much further from Luminosity. And this is impressive stuff right now. PKL almost able to find Guardian. Carrigan does at least get rid of the man that was in the back. The man advantage still swings the way of Luminosity.
With a minute on the clock as well, FaZe need to make a play. Smoke towards the A-bomb site. Guardian going to look to hit there. All 3 players split, but they're going to be coming in together at the same time. The issue is Luminosity have a triple stack on A right now, and Showtime could easily rotate back on through the connector as well. So smoke down for Carrigan, holds him off for the time being, but FaZe still want to commit, even with him being incapacitated by that wall. As Yell, he's posted up on Ivy. That's where Olafmeister comes, and that's where Olafmeister goes. As a shot hits, there's 2 men up now for FaZe, and they've got to go quick. Nekkis trades Guardian with 1, but Nekkis just has to stay alive. He doesn't even need to take this fight as he sits towards the back of the site. Rotation in for Showtime, and Guardian low on his own time as he's got to get this bomb down. 20 seconds left, and he pushes in, spots the first, damage onto Nekkis, but it won't be the finishing blow. He's got to find Showtime as well as he's now rotated in. Nekkis dead, Guardian goes to the plant. If he sticks it, it could be great, but Showtime wraps around in time. The AWP saved, so Luminosity run away with the 6th round, but a pause, and I can only assume this is attack from FaZe. A 6-1 down, 2 buy rounds lost. What's going on?
A tactical pause for FaZe. Something that I don't think either of us thought we would see so early on. Right now, Luminosity are looking incredibly dominant. They are showing that they are very, very good on this map, and that's something that we were saying coming into this, but never really had anything too substantial to gauge their performance versus the EU teams on. And now, 6-1 up versus FaZe. It's a fantastic start. There's some clear problems going on right now for this FaZe lineup. Question is, what are they going to aim to change? They've been losing over towards B early on, out to Showtime. He's 11-2 right now, top of the server, in fact. For FaZe, situation getting a little bit dire. They force bought into this round on what they can. It's a partial buy down to $2,000 rather.
Fast up Ivy again, it seems. PKL's on the receiving end. He finds a spray, but he will get traded. Nekka's on top of the blue train as well, but he lets one slip by. That's something to be careful of. Nico's still pushed, and yeah, Nekka just turns his back on him, so he goes down to Nico. Could follow up onto the low player, that's Cello, but in the meantime, his teammate's been dropped. So while Nico does find his 2nd kill of the round and retrieves an M4 to play with, it's still a 1v2. However, who else would you want here? Spots Yell, and Yell, he reels back, does not want to take that fight without his teammate. It's a dangerous position to be in if you are Luminosity, but they'll double peek it, so they take it safely. 7-1 up. This streak, when will it end, Harry? When will it end? Because I'm still not worried for FaZe, and that's just my gut telling me that they can always come back.
You see, Hugo, I am. I think Luminosity are fielding a very, very good game. It's very clean as well. That's the worrying part. Look at the amount of money we have on this CT side. Luminosity looking good right now. FaZe have to try and find their groove some time soon. They've got the AWP back up on Guardian. Going to be the attention focused over here towards this B-bomb. So Showtime this time hasn't gone aggressive. But you can see how weary they are of that fact. They haven't gone rushing in. Rain and Guardian hold back. Wait to see if anyone does try their hand at some aggression. PKL going to be the man to go aggressive. Olaf does reside here. Flash goes through. That's the man advantage gathered early on for Luminosity. And that is a textbook play from the Luminosity boys here on the CT side. Olafmeister's gone down. And you can see Rain and Guardian starting to progress down in towards this B-bomb site. They have been afforded control over at ramp. Sneaking on by Showtime. Going to reposition. Won't expect Rain to be this far up. That's the B-bomb site toppled and crumbling down around them. It will be a 4-on-4 in the retake. And this is the best scenario we've seen FaZe have in quite some time.
That it is, but still Luminosity in with a shot with the kits across the board and still men to play with, but the time is the issue. They've got such long rotations. I mean, PKL's still in the A-bomb site. Are they even going for this? They find a pick, but they lose Nekkis in the meantime. So yeah, Luminosity, they're just looking to hold on to guns right now. Definitely could have been a doable round, but the issue is such a long rotation for players like PKL. At least he's finally come in, but he's snuck into the CT spawn, waiting for Rain. Close right on the angle, he won't know it. He's holding the left side to Rain. He's actually snuck behind enemy lines, but he walks to his death, gets clotheslined by PKL. So still Luminosity will be able to hold on to somewhat of a trio of weaponry, at least for now, but FaZe find a round, and this is where it could all start to build up again for this T side, where things could get worrying. Rifles are going to be fine for FaZe, and Luminosity, of course, with that triple save and still money, as you mentioned, Harry, going to be good, so they can buy up themselves. Not too bad for the time being, and reset potential is going to be what Luminosity are looking for. If they find their 8th here and now, then anything is possible, I think. That they could take this game, before FaZe even gets started on the T side.
Well, B was the problem in the previous round. Now Showtime is posted up here once again. Doesn't want to look to make the same mistakes. Oh, I don't want to be seeing that. He's tagged 25 HP. PKL through the smoke finds damage onto both Nico and Olaf Meister. Tags him just a little bit, tickles them. Rotation comes in from Yell with the AWP. Wants to try and help Showtime out over here towards B. It looks like it will be a B hit again as that bomb starts a rotation background. You still have 2 players over at Ivy to try and deny these rotations, and there's still the option for the bomb to head out towards A. But you'd imagine with success found previously on B, the temptation's very much there. Knowing as well that you tag Showtime, PKL still holding over here at Ivy. Flash rains in, PKL looks away. They start this push on out. Rain gonna go to get rid of Showtime, does get tagged low. PKL pressures on now, and they round the corner. Nico finds it. 2-man advantage taken here for FaZe. That B-bomb site gets completely surrounded. And Luminosity, I think, unless they find something soon, they should just save here. And Nico gonna make things that much more difficult for them. Yell and Cello will just look to save, and Nico's gonna do everything in his power to not let them get away with that.
Oh, they almost line up. Cello does find it, so he shall save the AWP for another day. But 7-1, Harry, remember that scoreline. Remember 7-1, because I feel like this is where we start to see a sense of reality kick in. FaZe have found 2 in a row. And while money is still built up somewhat for Luminosity, buy can come through. It's only going to be a matter of time before FaZe take that bank away. Cello unable to save the AWP, and a pause called in. I hope by Luminosity. Attack pause now would be perfect. You have a buy, you have a couple more opportunities to keep yourself in this before FaZe build up a lot of T-side rounds. So make do with what you have. And call that pause just to cool yourself down for a few minutes. Again, Luminosity, they've not allowed FaZe to build up a big bank just yet, so it's not out of the realms of possibility that they take control of this game once again.
Yeah, I think, you know, for LG, they have to try and get as many rounds as they can while it feels like FaZe is still warming up. I mean, we have a fairly quiet performance from everyone bar Nico and Rain. And I mean, even then, Rain, he loves trade. This is a map that we've seen him go insane on multiple times in the past.
AWP up for either side. PKL down Ivy, a position that he constantly likes to push. That box to the right side, he always hides there. I think if FaZe have done any research or watched any of the games, he'll know that. Or they'll know that. But this time he won't take that fight. He falls back to green train. FaZe still hold on early to the Ivy, make sure Luminosity don't get aggressive. There's no pushing coming out from the CT side. They've got close pop dog positions once again. Exactly what they ran in that pistol round, but they won't make anything happen with it at least. FaZe very slow on the T side, waiting for Luminosity to make this play, but yeah, without any aggression from the CT side, FaZe are probably just going to look to commit into this A-bomb site, try and take Pop Dog back for themselves. Bombs outside of main, they can go for this execute, just standard smoke, split their way through. Cello is the first line of defense though.
Yeah, he will be Molotov'd back. He has support, 2 players over in Pop Dog for Luminosity, and this could easily catch FaZe off guard. Smokes and flashes now go raining on in as the FaZe train looks to try and punch a hole into this A-bomb site. Yell going to be holding for the push, finds the first. Nico goes down, he's the heavy hitter for FaZe. Neck is back against the wall, still manages to pick up Carrigan. That's the bomb dropped out in the open. Things get very dicey here for FaZe, and Cello still doing damage. Will be forced back up on top of the trains is Olaf, but he gets shut down. Rain follows, and that push gets derailed.
Well, Luminosity, we said they could recontain this game, and they've started it. 8 rounds back up on the board, but FaZe still able to buy. 1 more is all that's needed unless we see the reset from FaZe. And you know, despite Luminosity winning around with a good amount of players surviving, if FaZe actually get a reset here, it would actually have a lot of consequences for Luminosity in the long term. This means next round they won't be able to, or sorry, in 2 rounds time they won't be able to buy up. So FaZe keeping their cash low, keeping their spirits lower, but they're still only on 3 rounds, so they're not exactly in the driving seat just yet. It's Cello up on B. Showtime as well. Got to be careful. There's no AWP here. No reason to play too aggressive. And so they won't. They fall back. FaZe don't put pressure on B anyway. Again, they look towards the A site. That seems to be their bread and butter. As PKL spots down Ivy, nothing in sight. Doesn't know that FaZe are about to burst, but the flash goes through. He spots Nico on the cross. Molotov to delay any inevitable push. But FaZe are slow themselves once again.
And they leave Rain waiting over here at B. Guardian and Carrigan going to swap out positions. 50 seconds left, and all the utility for FaZe has been whittled down. They've got one smoke on Carrigan, one Molotov on the man as well, and then two flashes split between Carrigan and Rain. Carrigan goes down as well. They lose all of this utility. That's the risk they're running right now. Neck is here's these rotations going over here towards the B-bomb site. And actually, the bomb now starts to head back over towards main. Looks like it's going to be the A play, but a B fake thrown in to spice things up. There's only 23 seconds, so this will be down to the wire. It's Rain to throw out that one flash. Now starts to push in with support from Carrigan. They expel so much utility out here towards this site. Now Olaf comes in with the backstab. Nico going to get rid of Yell. PKL, he just has to try and delay things that much longer. Rain able to find two. The bomb's been dropped down in the open, and all Cello has to do is stay alive.
No.
There's no time left, and Luminosity, they've got it done. PKL with a stand inside the A bomb site. You love to see stuff like that, Hugo. He drops the bomb out in the open, and FaZe, they run out of time.
How on earth has that just snuck up on us? PKL 14-7. Not only is it Showtime having a sick performance, but PKL, he makes it happen. And I was about to credit FaZe on how good that fake was at drawing rotation. We saw Olaf sneak his way up Ivy, and as soon as Carrigan threw those smokes down, and him and Rain just walked B with 3 nades, the entirety of Luminosity were completely rotating off position. None of them were watching their back. None of them were paying attention to Ivy. Olaf runs in from the back, and they get 2 kills between him and Nico. But still, Luminosity won the round due to time. That's so sick. FaZe are going to be annoyed about that as well, because it's actually the reset onto their cash. Their money's gone. So they've just got to throw in what they can and throw in their play towards the B site. First kill comes in from Showtime, but it's traded. And FaZe don't push off the back of that because they know Luminosity will see a heavy rotation with that bomb being spotted. So they settle back. Move players back towards the A side of the map. Oh, that's sick. That is really sick. This Guardian does take the man advantage for FaZe.
Look at this from PKL, he gets so much information. Does actually get out of Olaf Meister, so information is all well and good, but doesn't help when you're 6 feet under. 2-man advantage taken here by FaZe. And this is a round that really they had no business winning, but advantages have just been handed over to them. Now Nico has himself a rifle as well. They came into this round with relatively little, and now they've ended up with everyone kitted out. 40 seconds left, time ticking down. I don't want to run the same risk as they did in the previous. Olaf does spot out Cello over here at A. The push now about to come in out towards this B-bomb site. The rotation in from Yell. And you imagine this is just going to be a save for Luminosity.
Yeah, maybe Yell goes for a kill, tries to find a pick. But realistically, this is not a doable round for Luminosity. They've just got to hold on to the guns, and FaZe not in a position where they should be hunting too heavily. They want to keep at very least 3 alive. And with 2 players being tagged up as well, they can't chase, they're low. So you've got to be very careful. That I mean, they shouldn't chase. They still can, and Olaf Meister will. He's wrapping A site, so Cello has no idea. Of course Olaf Meister is, though. CZ out, why not? Doesn't check his back, so Cello's right behind him. This is dangerous, but he might catch Yell instead. The issue is, he's surely going to get traded, right? No, wrong. Cello, he's not been spotted. Olaf Meister may be able to get away with his life as well, but he's making a lot of noise, and yeah, finally Cello does the dirty, but still FaZe find the round, and off the back of a couple of pistols and a couple of rifles, it's enough.
4 rounds of FaZe. They'll be buying up here, but the economic reset is looming over them. That said, for Luminosity, it's not looking much better. You have the AWP carried forward. Question is now, do they force buy down? It looks like it's going to be a partial buy around the AWP. Yell will sacrifice a lot of his firepower in the next round. You imagine they're going to have him playing in a scenario whereby he could look to try and save the AWP. Cello going to go aggressive into pop. There are players watching it, though, for FaZe. Oh. Waiting on the ladder. Flash goes down. Sends Cello reeling back. Rain isn't going to be there to follow. Keeps holding. Rain drops down. The tower does prevail. Him and Carrigan able to find that frag on a Cello. That's the man advantage taken here for FaZe.
With that, probably the A site. Smokes to fly over, but it looks like a fake with them not committing. They're going back into the B holes, and FaZe are going back into the B site. And there's no one here. How have those full smokes drawn 4 rotations is my biggest question. PKL finally going to stay in the connector because he realizes, oh wait, there's not a single player on A. FaZe haven't sent anyone to fake out. They don't want to give away guns that Luminosity can save, so they just sent everyone together. Everyone grouped, and the B site is theirs. Luminosity have no one in play to stop them. It's just a mow down from Olaf Meister. 3 frags, 2 on Rain, and 5 on FaZe. A 7-1 scoreline, Harry, if we think back a few rounds ago. Certainly not come back too heavily for FaZe, but they've restabilized to say the very least. 6 rounds would actually be the exact same as what they what Luminosity got versus Astralis.
Yeah.
The only difference is that was on their CT side. It was their T side that was weak. No, sorry, that's what they got on their T side. It was their CT side that was weak, is what I mean. So Luminosity actually doing good stuff on their CT. Side that they struggled earlier.
Well, it's aggression right now from Luminosity over here towards A main. PKL was going to try his hand at aggression over an Ivy. Smokes and flashes being lined up here by FaZe. Nico's tagged down. Cello's able to find it.
Something going on? A lot of
yeah, you can hear a
lot of noise
in
in chat. So I'm wondering if this round is still live because Nico just got assassinated in T spawn and his teammate was there, but he didn't even try and trade. So maybe this round is null and void, but we'll find out. It seems to be that way, or at least FaZe are trying to make it that way. But I mean, Cello's dropped his gun. Yeah, this round seems to be over. We'll be waiting for that to get restarted. Yep, we've had confirmation. So not live. Hold your horses. Nico's not dead. So maybe he had a crash. Because yeah, I did wonder why he didn't fire a single shot and Cello just went tap, 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 tap and killed him. That was a big question mark. But it will be restarted. So 9-5 in favor of Luminosity. FaZe looking to round out the half with 6. I'd say that's a good half. Again, given the start, given the 7-1, 6 is certainly a good way to pull yourself back from the madness. But the issue is Luminosity's T-side is where they're stronger on train. So now looking at this matchup, it's raising more and more questions. If they find Pistol, could they be at 12 potentially? You know, it's worrying is all I'd say. Like, FaZe should still win. Should is the key word. But Luminosity are being given so much opportunity to upset.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about this FaZe roster, you think about kind of their biggest rivalries, right? It's always with the Brazilian team, SK. This time it's a different set of Brazilians still causing problems for them.
Weird to say the second best Brazilian team at the moment, but I guess that's true. Because we're discounting Immortals for the time being, until the major, I guess. But we're back in, Harry.
Yeah, order has been restored. Going to be aggression this time for Luminosity. They switch things up over here towards B. Olaf's there, does have support from Rain. Showtime peeks into it. Olaf holds down the fort, only gets 1. Cello trades Rain. Frags go back and forth, but it's Carrigan to keep things in advantage of FaZe. And now Neckers lies in wait down through Pop Dog. Carrigan just waiting for him to rear his head. PKL going to try his hand at aggression here. Down in Ivy, and Nico is there. Doesn't want to take the fight, wants to keep the man advantage in favor of FaZe. Falls back, holds it passive. Thinks PKL has to be the one to make the play. Carrigan drops down, finds that frag on the Neckers. How's he done that? And now, 2-man advantage up for FaZe, looking good here. Looks like they could secure themselves a 6th. It's going to have to be a 1v3 from PKL.
He's picked the wrong site to be on as well. FaZe have taken A. And even though he spotted PKL down Ivy, he's completely repositioned to try and throw a spanner in the works, try and confuse FaZe and think, oh, maybe they'll hit the B site. But nope. They've walked into that empty A bomb site. So bomb can go down shortly. PKL's, I'm sure, realized or about to realize when he peeks B upper. Oh, wait, no one's here. Got to rotate. So FaZe looking like they should have their 6th, but with the flank coming out from PKL, he's certainly poised in a good position. The issue is, the slower he is on that rotation, the longer he takes, it gives them more time to FaZe to work out where he's coming from. And with no kit to work with as well, he doesn't exactly have time to waste. I'm not sure if there are any to pick up, but not on the Pop Dog as he works his way out. Going to get spotted by the Orb of Guardian and killed as well. FaZe takes 6 rounds. So decent at the half, and we'll be seeing if they can continue this after the break. Luminosity may have had a good start to their first half on the CT side of Train, but it seems to have stabilized. A 9-6 half, just in favor of the Brazilians, but FaZe are looking to bring things back into the second. Harry, do you believe?
You know, I want to say Luminosity can do this. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for it. Luminosity, they've looked good so far. I'm a big believer. I love some Brazilian CS, and I think it would be so amazing for them to just go ahead and dethrone FaZe in this matchup.
Well, it's certainly possible, but we'll see if it happens. FaZe, heavy stack on the A site. 4 players here, Rain up in B. Luminosity quick in. Guardian, nice shot to start it off, but PKL responds. And Olaf Meister in from the heavens, he rains down death. So, Luminosity down a man, and still with Olaf Meister up here, they've got to worry. But look at this split. They've run through the connector. I like this from Luminosity because Rain's already been drawn back off of B. He's pushed down through the pop dog, so he's got to run back down through the ramp. They should expect this. They should know he's gone for the aggressive rotation. So, Bomb Plant taking its damn time, it will finally come in. Now FaZe in for the retake.
He's able to find the first onto Rain. Olaf, that was quick. Wants to try and make a little bit more magic happen, and he will. The magic man himself, Olaf Meister, claws back a hat-trick there. And that defuse comes on in. FaZe, they win out the pistol. In spite of the bomb going down over at B, it was looking good for Luminosity. The quick frags from Guardian and Olaf pulled that back. Now, a chance for FaZe to close this gap. Luminosity here just going to go ahead and grit their teeth, go with the Glocks, you imagine, buy up into the next round. FaZe should be able to secure an 8 unless Neckers can make some magic happen with this Deeg.
Deeg and a P250. I think of this buy and I think of Magis on the B site of Overpass with the exact same investment. But will Neckers have the same effect? I doubt it. And yeah, he's already dead. Carrigan spots him out towards the pop dog. So Luminosity Glock burst into the B site with no utility. Good luck. Although Guardian's playing passive, so they're giving away the site at the very least, and they don't have utility to contest this. So realistically, a bomb plant's actually looking very possible for Luminosity. As Olaf and Guardian, the 2 B players, they don't have a Molotov. So now the push comes in. We're going to see if Olaf chooses to contest, and he does. The bomb dropped. They're wrapping the right side, but Guardian has his number. And it'll be able to be a clean round for FaZe. Only 10 points of health lost. And 8 rounds taken. So Luminosity now on the buy. And FaZe, seeing as they went safe with the rifles, knowing that it would be the 3rd round buy, they've still got those in place. So don't have to upgrade. Can hold on to these weapons now. So AKs versus a mix of M4s, FAMASs, and 1 MP9.
Look at this. Looks like some aggression over here towards the B-bomb site from FaZe. Olaf actually going to be held back early on. Does wait with the Incendiary out. That's support from Guardian. Just shoulder peeking in. Okay, don't get back there. Gets tagged early on. That nade does good damage back in response, though. Smoke goes down over there at ramp. Looks like they might just flash through and go for this. It's ballsy play. Luminosity do decide against it. Start to peel away from ramp for the time being. Rotation's coming from Nico. He actually currently resides in Connectus. They have a 3-man stack for FaZe over here at this B-bomb site. Second smoke goes down on ramp to delay the push that much longer. Nico's slowly but surely going to start to peel off, and we might even see some aggression come out from someone such as Rain. He's only on that MP9. He's up towards main, and FaZe are lacking information here. Rain's going to be found early on there by PKL. That does force the rotation back from Nico into connector. Now the remaining players force their way in towards B. Guardian, they line up for him there. He does find damage, wants to be in with a second. It's going to be yelled to hit the deck, and now PKL left 1 versus 3. The bomb's been dropped out on B, and it's going to be a struggle for him to make his way back into this round. He's only got 17 seconds. Time is of the essence, and no one from FaZe is going to go peeking into this anytime soon. PKL waltzes on in at 10 seconds left. This round's all said and done, and it will be FaZe to find an equalizer.
Seems to be the case. PKL still hunting. Got to be careful he doesn't die after time. As FaZe surely want to make that happen. They're going to start to run in now. Nades. Oh no, it's close. Nico's there. And PKL, he does go down after time. He takes Nico with him. But that's no money. That's no loss bonus. That's no gun. Poor him. As FaZe, they take yet another round. So equal scoreline, and This will go one step ahead as well with the eco being thrown in by Luminosity. A Deagle is all the PKL invests in, and that's all his cash gone. So he's going to be on a low buy when it comes to next round, as the rest of his team will have rifles. And FaZe perfectly poised to take the lead. It's been a while. In fact, they've not taken the lead since the pistol round. It seems like that will change. Well, there we go. He gets it. Yell finds the first pick, but realistically, this shouldn't be too much more, even with these Deagles.
I mean, you'd hope not. Going to be sneaking in through Ivy. Showtime's boosted up. These Deags have already claimed one life. Showtime likes to try and take another. Carrigan does lie in wait. Two players potentially about to come his way. Carrigan going to get tagged. That will force him back. Now he's got support from Guardian here. Three other players for Luminosity looking like they might try to breach their way in from Pop Dog. Rain able to find the first. Guardian in with one more on the AWP. Rain, quick 3K from him. Leaves us all on PKL, who does manage to find one with the Deag. Guardian going to go walking on out, gets the trade, and FaZe, they take the lead.
So now these rifles back in for Luminosity, but again with PKL going down a couple of rounds ago after time, he's only got 3250. So Galil armor maybe, we could just see him on a pistol, alternatively UMP. Just depends how Luminosity want to approach this round. If they're going for a quick round, he could just get a UMP. If they're going for a slow default, he can go for the Deag, and yeah, that's exactly what he gets. So not expecting to see any kind of quick burst play from Luminosity in this round, but Guardian certainly will. He goes quick towards ramp, gets flashed out in the meantime, so he has to run back. Luckily, the Molotov keeps him alive. I like that, you know, safety insurance. If he gets flashed, throw the molly back off. Luminosity can't contest. If he doesn't get flashed, put the molly away, pull the AWP out, and get himself a pick. But no, Luminosity disallow him. They're going to be looking for the pick down Ivy. It's Carrigan. He gets flashed out. Still stuck in the corner, but it's a bait and switch by FaZe. They have a player passive towards the site. That's Nico. He's just spotting down Ivy with the AWP. So a good setup here. Nice bait setup at least. Even if Nico falls back and focuses still on other things, he has Carrigan there, has that insurance policy to back him up.
Just looks to be a slow round though from Luminosity. Guardian's actually gone a bit aggressive over here towards B. Olaf now fades away. Pressure's on for Guardian if they do come his way, but it looks like with the barrage of smokes out here into the A-bombs that it will be A. They initially have their eyes set on Nico's with the AWP. Jumps around, hop, skip, and the jump. Playing this now from Old. Able to find himself a second. PKL offers that up on a silver platter. Yell still holding down the angle. Nico has to be careful. Could get finally traded out here. Yeah, I'll just gonna be waiting. Jelly's pushed on up, but he doesn't have support. That's the bomb drop. There's only 13 seconds, and Yell 1v4 not going to happen. They are going to be pushing up towards him. Doesn't want to go down after the time. They've spotted him. He does find the frag, but that's the dinner bell rang. And you can see FaZe charging his way. Yell just manages to escape with his life. And FaZe, while the CT side is getting off to a much better start than their T side.
Yeah, certainly. This is kind of what we expected. Even with Luminosity being good on the T side of train, being typically prepared, even at 7-1, I said it, like, this is FaZe. You can't count them out. They're just taking some time to warm up. They may have just defeated Astralis 16-5 on Mirage, but even while Luminosity appears to be a tougher opponent for the time being, that may stop here now in this second half. FaZe don't want this to go to OT. They want to get clean wins again. They're currently now 2-1 up, and if they win this, they'll be 3-1 up, so that will almost guarantee them, I think if anything, it will guarantee them a place out of the group stage. Maybe not in first seed, but still out. So, FaZe certainly looking better than they were yesterday, when they conceded an overtime loss. It's a different day, and it's a different FaZe. So, 11-9 up, Luminosity 1 up, and that is all they have to play with, everyone else down on pistols into this round. Yell, he's got to pull something out of the bag, because realistically, this is one of their last opportunities. Yes, they get a bye coming up soon, and that's going to be their shot, but what do they have left? 2 buys of this game? If they can win an eco, that would certainly give them another opportunity to, well, pull some rounds together.
Yeah, they've been allowed to take control of Pop Dog very early on. Nico going to be spamming, no luck today. Oh, just as you say it. Okay. Okay, there you go. Nico does it. There's the moment we were all waiting for. We can go home now. That's that done. Nico makes the dream come true. Yell going to be swift out with the trade. I mean, you hate to see it. I literally said it wouldn't happen. And then Neck is just a big fan of that. Now it's a 4-on-4. They're starting to wrap back around. Rain holds close, though. He's been doing this a couple of times. They should have the read. This is very much something FaZe could have done. Actually went down here a couple of rounds ago, and that was something that allowed Luminosity a presence out towards the A-bomb site. Olaf, in the meantime, going to go aggressive over here at B. Cello peeks into his shoulder, peeks the angle. Olaf finds the frag. Man advantage taken. That's pressure applied now to the rest of the guys to try and make a play. And on the back of it, they're going to start to get shut down. Rain and Guardian both spotted, but they hold back the 2 remaining players for Luminosity. That incendiary burns them both out. That's so much damage done. PKL falls, and now Showtime 1v4. Oh, there's Olaf. Peeks out, shuts down the Swede. Still got more players left to go. Going to keep pushing on in. Showtime does go down to Raid, and FaZe going to be in with another round here on their CT side. A 12th to their name.
I'd love to know why he's still hunting for frags there.
By the way.
Yeah.
The timing's so perfect.
Oh, okay, no, sorry. That took me a second to work out, but Yell wanted to die there. I just realized he didn't actually have armor in that previous round, so him going forward into here would have meant he would have to glass cannon into a buy round. Now he's had it dropped over from, I think, Cello. So now he's got armor. That death makes a lot of sense. Usually it's like, why would you die? You're not going to get enough loss to buy back the AWP, but he wanted the armor, and he's got it. Luminosity, they also have the A site, but not for long. Karrigan taps down from Ivy. He drops Cello. Neck is to respond onto Rain and maybe further kills as Showtime lines up 2. Nico gets a response off before he goes down though, so he's 9 HP, but the bomb's been planted. Luckily enough, there's still a man up for FaZe. But Luminosity in the site. Noise being made by Neck as he wraps around the shadow. Shown and Guardian finds a shot. It's all on to Yell. And out of absolutely nowhere, Luminosity quick play the A site, but it won't be enough to win. And that's an awful shame as well, because could have been a great opportunity, but FaZe are on 13, and they only look to stampede their way to victory lane.
Buy can come in, but Hugo, you kind of said this a few rounds to go. The buys are going to be few and far between for them now. This is really one of their last shots. It was a very, very good start from Luminosity, but since getting into the T side in this second half, they have not found anything. It was a 9-6 half, and now FaZe are up 13-9, winning 7 rounds consecutively on their CT side. For Luminosity, it was looking good early on. They had the element of surprise. They had their momentum behind them, but since now the tables have turned. Well, in this round, going to be 2 players over here towards Ivy. Smoke's gone down. PKL is allowed to cross as a result. Shots rain through, so Karrigan knows there is a man here. Just waits patiently.
Luminosity look like they just want to hit the A site, but they're being held back by the utility of FaZe. And again, they need to take Pop Dog. That's a whole new beast to contend with as Rain sat down there with his M4, poised and ready. It's Luminosity smoked down on B, attempted fake, but Guardian's pushed up, so he'll negate anything the Luminosity show here. How does he hit that without getting tagged? I don't know, but Guardian falls back after a kill onto Cello, so now this B fake has been rused. As FaZe know it's not the commitment. However, Luminosity, they want to make this fake a reality. They send their players back towards B, all of them in fact. Rain's going to hear any footsteps, every single footstep as they get close to bounding out towards B, but Olaf's close in the smoke as well. No utility on any of FaZe. Timing of the essence, and Olaf Meister, he needs to get to safety because he doesn't realize what he's about to be met with. All the players rushing out, 4 men down ramp, and Olaf first line of defense only gets 1. Showtime to respond, but luckily Guardian's still on the back of the site, and he's picked up 1 with the AWP. Time low, bomb needs to be planted, but here's Rain on the lengthy flank. It's finally going to work, and he gets it. Yell dead. At least the bomb plant came in for Luminosity to give them some added money, some much-needed money. But it's a 14th round for FaZe, and we've not seen any T-sidedness from Luminosity this entire half.
Yeah, the bomb plant at least allows them to field the buy up into this round. I like the phrase there, no T-sidedness. I love it. I love to see it. It's going to be a I mean, as you say, it's all coming up FaZe in this second half. For Luminosity, a comeback here is a daunting prospect, and on the CT side, they seem unfazed by that idea as well. Guardian and Nico, double ult setup, still going to be reigning supreme in this round. Luminosity stacked up outside of A, going to be throwing in these smokes early on by the looks of things. This could be a set piece out towards A. That does look to be the case in the flood. Nico lies in wait down towards Ivy. No one's there to try and catch him off guard on the cross. Finds the first to Neckers. Yell and Cello answer back. The rebuttal there. Man advantage taken, but Rain through the smoke in with one. PKL's up at a trade. Man advantage kept up. Guardian, how's he allowed Cello to sneak on by? He will go down there. So now it falls to Nico. 1v3, PKL's flanking round to the right, spots him out in the open, and Nico falls. And Luminosity, they take their first T-side round. That said, money and the idea of that reset looming over their heads now becomes a real problem.
Not only that, but the kill disparity on Luminosity is something big. FaZe, aside from one player on 10, everyone else is between 17 and 21. Luminosity have multiple players on 9 kills and then players on, almost 20. So a big disparity. And it's not the way you want to start off the round if you're Showtime. Guardian's already found the pick towards main. So man up for FaZe. And a pivotal round for Luminosity because it's a hard reset. They're first on the T side. FaZe look to shut it down before it can even begin. And if they find this, then I think the game's over because Luminosity won't have cash to fall back on. Rain's up on the E box. Luminosity, they're sending players back up through the pop and up into the B halls. There's only one player down on that side, that's Olaf, but he's got contact play and he's got Molotovs to work with to delay the push. Cello will run right by though, and he finds the entry, maybe two. Oh my god, Cello, that's a massive double kill because now it's opened up the B site and PK Elvin catches a rotation. Luminosity may have done this. FaZe had the man advantage, but that's gone nowhere since. They found only 2 kills, and Yell, he'll even fire a shot off into the chest of Nico. This round is over unless Karrigan has anything to say about it. A 1v3, but he's being flanked.
Yeah, he's just been able to get by Cello, but Cello is wise to that. And now, we spoke about the idea of Luminosity being having that reset looming. It's actually FaZe who find themselves in that situation, looking into this round. And it all comes on the back of this from Cello. That was fantastic. Couldn't have asked for anything better than that if you are Luminosity. Well, for FaZe, going to be the case that they can partial buy down on the guys that can't afford it. Guardian's got himself a dig. Everyone else plays things safe. This is going to be a 12th for Luminosity, you would imagine, unless something goes very, very wrong. And this is them clawing their way back into this, Hugo.
They might have just done it. That's a good start again. This time the pick with the AWP goes the way of the T side, and FaZe are nowhere to be seen on the B site as they've stacked A. Luminosity will have this bomb plant for sure, and probably even the round as well. Karrigan's the only man even close, but he's only got a USP to play with. And Nico's wrapped in through the CT spawn. Same story for him. As Karrigan waits for them to get aggressive. Surely Neckers will check this angle. Oh, he doesn't. That's awkward. Karrigan gets a free frag. So now gun dropped in the open, but Showtime's there to retrieve it. He drops it back to the floor. However, he goes down as well. So Pistol's actually putting up frags, but these are only kills. When it gets down to the 2v2, for example, I don't think FaZe should be able to get away with this, especially not with utility on Luminosity. No kits on FaZe. Catch out from Yell. That should seal the deal. There's no time left for FaZe. But still good damage done with such little investment. They get away with 2 guns.
Yeah, I mean, that take that all day long. 2 rifles saved, 2 players surviving for Luminosity as well. That's a good round from FaZe, all things considered. Money going to be kept fairly modest here for Luminosity. If they lose the round, they can afford to buy up, but it won't be too great. They should have everything they'll need, actually, thinking about it, and get the AWP up on Yell. So they're all fine. It's actually FaZe who have that reset still looming over them. They've gone for the double AWP buy once again. And that's thanks to saving the 2 rifles. They're allowed to do that. Oh, you hate to see that. Nico's going to get tagged. Guardian turns on his AWPing brethren right now. Luminosity, they've slowed right down. throwing out these smokes and flashes once again in towards A, and they're going to go for it, diving through the defensive smokes of FaZe. Nico holds it close, misses the quick flick round, the no-scope does not land. Instead, it's Rain to try and step up here, in with a second spray transfer for 3, and somehow Rain, he's made this round possible. It all falls to Cello, 1v3. Spots out Guardian, does take him down. He has to ace it to try and win this out. Rain holds the angle, shuts him down. A 4K for Rain. That spray transfer was utterly unbelievable. And that's going to carry FaZe through to match point.
Why would you like spray there? That's the thing. That's the level of players like this. Like the third shot, it's how do you control it that well to hit that third spray and even get the headshot? Such good control from Rain. There's not many players that would commit to such a spray transfer for the third kill of that round, but he certainly does, and it works out wonderfully. So 15 rounds up for FaZe, and Luminosity forced down to a charity shot by everything in the books here. We've got a Tech 9, not seen one of those in a while, UMP, AWP, AK, and Galil. Will it be enough? FaZe, a team of variety themselves, multiple nations coming together, and multiple rounds so far this half. They're looking to find the finishing blow. Carrigan's up on Ivy. He's got support from Nico. Luminosity, they're going to start to charge on through. Molotov will hold them back. Nico smoked off, though. He can't assist his team. Luckily, he can throw in utility, so Flashbang holds back Luminosity. These 4 players can't commit. This is just giving more time for FaZe to rotate and just waste of Luminosity. But here's the push. Carrigan spots it 1, make it 2, make it 3. Carrigan drops the bomb, finds all frags. And FaZe, they've shut down this round. It may be over for Luminosity.
It all falls to Cello. He was a stellar performer yesterday, but this time he goes down, and FaZe, they win it out 16-12. It was looking good for Luminosity early on. They had a 9-6 lead over FaZe, but in the second half, everything came up FaZe. And they do manage to close it out. I mean, that was kind of the overall opinion was that FaZe would take that, but Luminosity, I was impressed. Yeah,
again, like when we look at Luminosity's train, they're really not that bad. They showed it versus Astralis, they've showed it again versus FaZe on a different half as well, proving not only are they good at CT, but they can do T as well. So it's nice to see Luminosity actually step up. The issue is, right, they're playing some of the best teams in the world. So expecting them to actually pick up wins is a big one, but for them to take rounds and then to bring games close and make you definitely question, you know, a team like FaZe, which is huge, just proves that this team definitely has potential. I think they're just, you know, maybe a few months away from actually being able to compete with a new level of opposition.
Yeah, I mean, the sad thing for them now is that this does kind of mark the end of their run here. Right? I don't think they can make play. I think they still have one more game yet to play, but they are bottom of the board. Liquid can no longer make it, and they've got 1 more point. So, yeah, that's going to be it for Luminosity. It was a big game. It was one that it looked like they showed up to early on, but ultimately that CT side from FaZe was just a masterclass in how it's done.
And now we've actually got confirmation. There's no tiebreakers possible in Group A. That's it. So we've got 1 more game left, and both teams have already qualified, but it's for first seed. And now, typically, first seed doesn't mean a whole lot in group stages, but it does in this 16 group. For those wondering, first seed goes straight to the semi-finals. Second and third go to the quarters. So it's so important to get that first seed and head straight to the semis, negate an entire best of 3, and get yourself that next place in the tournament. So that will be FaZe versus Hellraisers as the next game. The game for first seed, a very important matchup. So we're going to be bringing you that in just a second. Tune in for FaZe versus Hellraisers.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, the City of Odense, NVIDIA GeForce GTX, Lenovo Legion, Bedway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Tinderbox, Mountain Dew League, Xfinity, and ESEA.
Try box. Stairs.
Nothing great ever happened without